This is everything you need to know about Epic Universe. The essentials, how you'll get around the park, the practical information like lockers, bathrooms, water fountains, lost and found, everything you'll actually need to know when you visit. Let's do this. So this is what it looks like when you get off the bus at Epic Universe. You have your bus stop here. All the buses will drop you off on this side and on this side of the bus stop. So then you will walk in this way, and then this sign here will tell you which way your bus is. So to the left we have Aventura, Cabana Bay, Endless Summer, Universal Studios, City Walk, Volcano Bay, and then to the right will be all the other resorts. So then you walk in, there's a merchandise stand right out here, and to the right is the parking lot. So here, if you want to buy a power-up band before you actually go into Epic Universe, you can do that right here. You can buy merchandise, you can buy a fan, you can buy a popcorn bucket. They have sunscreen, hand sanitizer if you forgot any of that, and of course merchandise. So the bus stop is super close to the entrance of Epic Universe. It is literally right here, just steps away. All right, so now we are walking towards the parking area to show you kind of what the parking, valet, and rideshare area looks like. This is a big parking lot. So the parking is sectioned off in like monsters, heroes, kind of cute themes. To the right here is valet. Valet parking is so close to the entrance, like really just steps away. And then self-parking is just straight ahead. You gotta just keep walking to find your car. And then rideshare is gonna be to the left over here. So straight ahead is the self-parking. It goes down and down and down, and it's divided by like heroes, explorers, little cute names like that.
And there is electric vehicle charging available in the prime parking section.
And you do have handicap parking here as well. You have a service animal rest area, and we are headed towards the rideshare, which honestly is a little bit of a walk. So the rideshare area is definitely a little further than, but I mean, it's kind of typical for theme parks, you know. Okay, so we finally made it to the rideshare pickup. You can see rideshare drop off and pickup zone. This is the red zone. They have a nice sign, please verify the vehicle and driver before you enter the vehicle. So they have red zone, they have blue zone, they have different zones that you can put into your Uber or your Lyft app, or yellow over there so they know where to pick you up. You're gonna go through security. And out front here, before you go through security, you have a little height requirement sign to measure up and see how tall you are before you go in. And then to the right, once again, before security, you have a ticket booth. And if you have the IAC accessibility card, you can pick it up over here as well. So you can see here is the guest services. And they actually have a nice guest services queue, because you know the guest services line is always so long. So they have it in the shade, and they have a bunch of fans as well. And then over on the other side, you do have a set of restrooms. Ooh, and a VIP entrance if you're doing the VIP tour. That's exclusive. So how it works is security, and then you like go 2 more feet, scan your ticket, and then you're in right where the Chronos is. And this gate is really cool because it has all of the portals of Epic Universe, like Super Nintendo World, How to Train Your Dragon on the gate here. Here is the exit over here, and you walk out, there's a set of restrooms. So it's good to know there is a set of restrooms before and after security / when you exit the park. And there is a smoking section, the only smoking section out here as well. And they have a water bottle fill station, water fountains, and then also a family restroom as well. So once you scan your ticket in and you go through security, you'll see, of course, the Chronos. And to the right here, you do have first aid and guest services booth. That is not the only first aid. There is one, of course, in the front, and there is one in the back of the park. The one in the back of the park is in between Helios and Harry Potter. That one is a little bigger, and it does have family care there as well. One thing I am kind of surprised about is the security. The security is very similar to the one in City Walk. It's actually the same as City Walk. I did expect them to kind of do the Disney style security where you could just walk right through and you don't have to put your things away in the bag, especially because the distance between the security and the park entrance where you scan your ticket is super small. So that can definitely back up and will back up on busy days. To the left when you walk in is rentals and the lost and found. I will put up the prices for all the rentals. The ECVs with the canopies are more expensive, but it is nice to have a little shade and protection, especially on these sunny Florida days. Especially because Epic Universe, there isn't too much shade here, to be honest with you. And that is just simply because the trees just aren't grown in yet.
They have only double strollers for $40, and of course you can bring your own strollers or ECVs. Just note that all the attractions, just be sure to tell a team member before you get in line for the attraction and they will help you out.
There are a lot of stairs. So these queues here at Epic are shaded. A lot of them are covered or inside, but there are a lot of stairs. They do have accessible entrances at every single ride though. Of course they have to, but just something good to know and keep in mind. There are tons of stairs. Pretty much every ride, all the big rides have stairs.
If you go to the Universal Orlando app, which I highly recommend you download before you go, you can filter guest amenities and see where the elevators are, where the first aid stations are, rental locations are. Anything you need to know, you can find where it is on the Universal app. All of the rides do have test seats out in front, so if you want to test and make sure you feel comfortable and you fit in the seat, you can definitely do that. Each ride will have a family swap area if you have a member of your party that doesn't want to ride or they physically can't ride.
After the ride, you come down, you can family swap. It has benches, it has water stations, baby change, and a water bottle fill station, which is really nice too. And they're actually playing Harry Potter. If you are doing the VIP experience right next to guest services, you'll head in this way. And there are lockers at the front of the park. These are family lockers. The good thing about Epic Universe, which we'll get into in a little bit, is the locker situation here is really great for the rides. But if you need an all-day locker just to put your bag in, you don't want to carry it around all day, you can head right here. They do have locker bays. We got a locker yesterday. Super easy process. All you do, you push to rent. You're gonna look at the camera, which might take a little bit, honestly. It'll have a very disturbing image of yourself, and then you can choose a medium or a large locker, and you pay. So here are the medium lockers. They're really nice size, and here are the large lockers, which are huge. A medium locker can fit like a typical lounge fly or backpack. If you have a bigger bag, you're gonna use these larger lockers. And good to know, you can go to your locker and come back. So all you have to do then is just hit open instead of end. If you hit end, it'll end your locker rental. So don't do that if you don't want to end your locker rental. Epic Universe does have a lot of concierge booths like this throughout the park too, which is really great. So if you need anything, need help with your ticket, or if you want to buy express passes, you can do that here. I always recommend, if you do want the express pass, to definitely buy it in advance, because it can, and on busy days, it absolutely will sell out. So if you want to guarantee you get the express pass, do it ahead of time, and then this way you don't have to waste time in the park buying it here. There's a concierge hut outside of every land, and they have, of course, guest services. They also have fuel rod stations, and here are those all-day lockers. You can see they have both the family size and the regular size lockers. So if you think you're gonna be like out in How to Train Your Dragon Island Burke all day, you could just simply get one of these lockers. There are a bunch of Coke freestyle machines around Epic Universe, which is great. They really took into consideration everything that was kind of like might have been a problem in the other parks, and they fixed it here, that's for sure. So if you want to get a souvenir cup, you can do that, and here are your options. They do have some special drinks. I tried both of them. Here is the Celestial Spritz. And in Dark Universe, they have a special freestyle drink as well. In the Other Worlds Mercantile, they do sell sunscreen and after sun aloe vera if you do forget it. But they have spray, they have cream, they have even some lip stuff. At this brand new park, you'll want to do some shopping. The good thing is if you buy stuff like this sweatshirt, for instance, and you don't want to carry it around, you don't have to. If you're staying at a Universal Orlando hotel, you can get merchandise delivery. As long as you aren't checking out the next day, they can deliver right to your hotel free of charge. Or they can even deliver it right to your home, but you'll have to pay for shipping for that. I gotta be honest with you, there aren't really too many restrooms around Epic Universe, but the ones that they do have are very nice. Here's one right at the front of the park, which I would always recommend trying to wait and go to another one, just because, you know, everyone kind of goes to this one. But something that I love that they did here at Epic Universe is that they put so many of these water bottle fill stations around the park. So not only can you get free water at Coke Freestyle machines, but now you can also get them at these water fill stations, which is amazing. And they do have a family restroom up front as well. Another bathroom tip is I've noticed most of the bathrooms here at Epic Universe don't have paper towels. They have mostly the Dyson air dryers, which is good because they have HEPA filters, but most of the bathrooms do have one paper towel dispenser per bathroom. So just be sure to look for that before you're like, oh no, paper towel, and you have to use the hand dryers. There's usually one per bathroom and it's typically near the family changing area. If you have the My Universal photos or you get one of your ride photos, you can pick it up in the Sensorium Emporium here at Lens Flare. This is right at the park gate. If you don't want to carry it around all day, you can pick it up here. You guys, I'm so excited. We are eating at Oak and Star Tavern. You know I love my barbecue, so we had to eat here. Right behind me is a Plastered Owl Bar 2. I'm really excited. It smells so good. Let's see if the pulled pork connoisseur likes this pulled pork. That's me, that's me. Thank you so much. Pulled pork, amazing. Pulled pork connoisseur, Krystal Palace approved. For a theme park, this is like actually insane pulled pork. This mango bread, oh my goodness. It is so delicious, it's not even funny. It's so moist. Such a nice sweet flavor. Oh my god. Favorite place in Epic. Favorite place in Epic. So I got the one entree, one side. Beware though, they do give you 2 pieces of bread if you choose. I chose the mango bread as my side. Ribs are full off the bone. Look at this.
Well, put it this way.
Oh my gosh.
You get 4 and 2 will go on it.
10 out of 10, y'all. So you can also get a plate with 2 meats. Everything looks so good. I wanted the salads, I wanted the meat. They have banana pudding. Hope you learned a thing or two to enhance your Epic Universe experience when you come and visit this incredible park. Stay tuned for more epic content. Give this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the Krystal Palace down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one from Epic Universe. Peace.